This is the budding light of hope and knowledge, the delight of Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, spreading academic brilliance in all directions.
Namaste friends, how are you? I hope you are all doing well. Now coming to the online platform, online video classes brought to you by Sri Prakash Educational Institutions. Class Final BSc, Semester 5, Subject Chemistry, Paper 5, Topic Coordination Compounds, Subtopic Applications of Valence Bond Theory. At the end of this session, you will learn what are outer orbital or high spin octahedral complexes with examples. Dear friends, in the last session already you learned about the what are inner orbital or low spin octahedral complexes with examples. Now, in this session, we will discuss the outer orbital or high spin octahedral complexes with examples. Already, you all know that octahedral complexes are mainly formed due to the D2sp3 or sp3d2 hybridization. If the complexes are formed due to D2sp3 hybridization, then that octahedral complexes are called inner orbital complexes or low spin complexes. If the complexes are formed due to the sp3d2 hybridization, then that octahedral complexes are called outer orbital complexes or high spin complexes. Let's see our concept, that is outer orbital complexes or high spin complexes. For suppose I take one example, that is COF6 3-. What is the IUPAC name of this complex? Yes, the IUPAC name of this complex is hexafluoridocobaltate 3. Dear friends, now I will ask one general question on the IUPAC system. Already you all know that the full form of the IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Now I ask question, that is, what is the other name of the IUPAC system? Yes, the other name of the IUPAC system is Geneva system. Now coming to our concept, that is outer orbital octahedral complexes. Already I taken COF6 3- complex. This is the one of the type of outer orbital or high spin complex. That means in this complex, outer d orbitals or nd orbitals are involved in the hybridization. Now friends, I will ask one question, that is, in nd, n represents? Yes, in nd, n represents or n means principal quantum number. Already you all know that principal quantum number was proposed by Niels Bohr, and this is denoted by, yes, small n. Now friends, coming to our concept. Already you all know that in COF6 3- complex, the outer d orbital or nd orbitals are involved in the hybridization. The hybridization of central metal atom, that means cobalt. Already you all know that the simplest form of the central metal atom is CMA, where C is central, M means metal, A means atom. Already you all know that in COF6 3 minus complex, the central metal atom is, yes, cobalt. Now, in this complex, the hybridization of cobalt is explained by using the atomic number of cobalt. Already you all know that the atomic number is denoted by, yes, Z. Atomic number means, yes, the number of protons or the number of electrons is nothing but the atomic number. Already you all know that what is the atomic number of cobalt? 27. And the electronic configuration of cobalt is, yes, argon 3d7 4s2 4p0. And what is the valence or ground state electronic configuration of cobalt? Yes, the valence or ground state electronic configuration of cobalt is 3d7 4s2 4p0. That means 3d orbital contain 7 electrons, 4s orbital contain 2 electrons, and 4p orbital is empty or vacant. Dear friends, this is the orbital diagram of electronic configuration of cobalt. Already you all know that the valence or ground state electronic configuration of cobalt is 3d7 4s2 4p0. That means 3d orbital contain 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And 4s orbital contain 2 electrons. And 4p orbital is empty. Dear friends, already you all know that in COF6 3 minus complex, the oxidation state of cobalt is +3. Because of in COF6 3 minus, the fluoride oxidation state is -1. So the cobalt oxidation state of in this complex is +3. That means 3 electrons are removed from the valence shell or outermost shell of cobalt. Among these 3 electrons, the 2 electrons are removed from the 4s orbital and the remaining 1 electron is removed from the 3d orbital. Then the electronic configuration of CO +3 is 3d6, 4s0, 4p0 and 4d0. This is the orbital diagram of CO +3 ion. In this, the 3d orbital contain only 6 electrons. Remaining all orbitals are empty. Already you all know that the empty orbitals are involved in the hybridization. And the number of ligands is equal to coordination number of this complex. And fluoride ligand is weak ligand according to spectrochemical series. So the electrons in the cobalt metal or CO +3 ion is filled by following the Hund's rule. Already you all know that this complex contains 6 ligands. So 6 empty orbitals of metal is involved in the hybridization. Those are 1 4s orbital, 3 4p orbitals and 2 4d orbitals. Already you all know that these are involved in the bond formation with fluoride ligands. Because of the fluoride ligand has one lone pair of electrons. These electron pairs are involved bond formation with hybrid orbitals of metal. That means the 6 fluoride ligands are donate electron pairs to the empty orbitals of metal, then forms coordination covalent bond. Dear friends, in this orbital diagram, 1 4s orbital, 3 4p orbitals, those are the 4px, 4py and 4pz, and 2 4d orbitals are involved in the bond formation or hybridization. So the hybridization is sp3d2, and the geometry or shape of this complex is octahedral. Now friends, I will ask one general question, that is, what is the bond angle of octahedral molecules? Yes, the bond angle in octahedral molecule is 90 degrees. Now coming to our concept. Dear friends, already you all know that in this complex, the CO plus 3 ion undergo which hybridization? Yes, sp3d2 hybridization. So this is outer orbital complex or high spin complex. In this complex, the CO plus 3 metal ion has 4 single electrons. Already you all know that those 4 single electrons are present in 3d orbital because of the CO plus 3 electronic configuration is 3d6, 4s0, 4p0, 4d0. 3d6 means, already you know that the d orbitals are 5. Already you all know that the CO plus 3 contain the 6 electrons in the 3d orbital. Among 6 electrons, the 5 electrons are filled in the d orbital. Remaining 1 electron is paired up in dxy orbital. Now, how many single electrons are present now? Yes, 4 single electrons are present in the CO plus 3 ion. Dear friends, if the complex contains single electrons, then what is the magnetic property of that complex? Yes, if the complex contains single electrons, then the magnetic property of that complex is paramagnetic property or paramagnetic nature. And the magnetic moment of the complex is, dear friends, already you all know that the calculation formula of magnetic moment is mu equal to root over n into n plus 2. Already you all know that in this formula n equal to number of unpaired or single electrons in the metal. In this complex, the cobalt ion contains 4 unpaired or single electrons. So the magnetic moment of this complex is, yes, 4.9 Bm. Bm means, yes, Bm means Bohr magnets. Now we will take another example, that is the example 2. FeH2O 6 times plus 3. Now the IUPAC name of this complex is, yes, the IUPAC name of this complex is hexaaqua iron 3 ion. This is the one of the type of outer orbital or high spin complex. Explanation. In this complex, the central metal atom. In this complex, what is the central metal atom? Yes, iron is the central metal atom. Undergo sp3d2 hybridization. Already all know that the hybridization of iron in this complex is explained by using the atomic number of iron. Dear friends, what is the atomic number of iron? Yes, the atomic number of iron is 26. Dear friends, now I will ask one question, that is a general question on iron. What is the Latin name of iron? Yes, the Latin name of iron is ferrum. 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 Now coming to our concept. The iron atomic number is 26. So the electronic configuration of iron is argon 3d6 4s2 4p0. Valence or ground state electronic configuration of iron is 3d6 4s2 and 4p0. That means 3d orbital contain 6 electrons, 4s orbital contain 2 electrons, but 4p orbital does not contain electrons. That means 4p orbital is empty orbital. This is the orbital diagram of iron. Already you know that 3d orbital contains 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 4s orbital contain 2 electrons and 4p orbital empty. Now in this complex, the oxidation state of iron is +3 because of, in this complex, ligand is, yes, water. So water is which ligand? Yes, neutral ligand. So the oxidation state of iron in this complex is +3. That means remove 3 electrons from the iron. Then the iron, that means Fe, is converts to Fe+3 ion. The electronic configuration of Fe+3 is 3d5, 4s0, 4p0 and 4d0. Dear friends, already all know that in this complex the ligand is water. Water is weak ligand according to spectrochemical series. So the electrons are filling followed by Hund's rule. So the electronic configuration of Fe+3 is 3d5, 4s0, 4p0 and 4d0. That means 1 4s orbital, 3 4p orbitals and 2 4d orbitals are involved in the hybridization, then forms 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. In this orbital diagram, water ligands are donates electron pairs to the empty orbitals of metal. That means 4s orbital, 3 4p orbitals and 2 4d orbitals, then forms 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. So the hybridization of this complex is sp3d2 and the geometry or shape of this complex is octahedral. Now dear friends, I will ask one question, that is, what is the magnetic property of this complex? Yes, the magnetic property of this complex is paramagnetic property, because of in the complex the Fe+3 ion have 5 single electrons. That 5 single electrons are present in, yes, 3d orbital. Now the magnetic moment of this complex is, already all know that the calculation formula of magnetic moment is mu equal to root over n into n plus 2, where n equal to number of unpaired are single electrons. In this complex, iron ion contain 5 unpaired or single electrons. So, the magnetic moment of this complex is 5.9 Bohr magnets. Dear friends, the effect of ligand on the complex is must be different. See in this, in a D1 system, is the strong field ligand and weak field ligands. The hybridization is same, that is D2sp3. And in D2 system, if the strong ligand or weak ligand is present, then the hybridization is same, that is again D2sp3. If D3 system, if strong ligand or weak ligand is present, the hybridization is same, that is D2sp3. In D4 system, if the strong ligand is present, the hybridization is D2sp3. If weak ligand is present, the hybridization is sp3d2. That means in D1, D2, D3 systems, irrespective of ligands, that means that ligand is maybe strong field or weak field, then these three systems, that means D1, D2, D3 systems are must be forms inner orbital complexes. Now coming to our concept. But in D4 system, the strong ligand is present, then the hybridization is D2sp3. If weak ligand is present, the hybridization is sp3d2. In D5 system, if the strong ligand is present, the hybridization is D2sp3. And if weak ligand is present, the hybridization is sp3d2. In D6 system, if the strong field ligand is present, the hybridization is D2sp3. And weak ligand is present, then the hybridization is sp3d2. In D7 system, if strong field ligand is present, the hybridization is D2sp3. And weak ligand is present, then the hybridization is sp3d2. That means in D4, D5, D6 and D7 systems, if the strong field ligand is present, then the systems are forms inner orbital complexes or low spin complexes. If weak field ligand is present, then D4, D5, D6, D7 systems are forms outer orbital complexes or high spin complexes. Now coming to our concept. In D8 system, if the strong field ligand is present, the hybridization is sp3d2. Weak ligand present, the hybridization is same, that is sp3d2. In D9 system, strong field ligand, hybridization is sp3d2. Weak field ligand, the hybridization is again sp3d2. D10 system, the strong field ligand is present, the hybridization is sp3d2. Weak field ligand is present, again the hybridization is sp3d2. That means in D1, D2, D3 systems, the irrespective of ligands, that means that ligand is maybe strong field or weak field, then that systems are must be forms low spin or inner orbital complexes. But in D4, D5, D6, D7 systems, if the strong field ligand is present, then that complexes are forms low spin complexes or inner orbital complexes. If weak field ligand is present, then the systems are forms outer orbital complexes or high spin complexes. But in D8, D9, D10 systems, irrespective of ligands, that means that ligand is maybe strong field or weak field, must be these systems, that means D8, D9, D10 systems are forms only high spin complexes or outer orbital complexes. Dear friends, already you all know that the octahedral complexes are formed due to the sp3d2 or d2sp3 hybridization. Here ask one question. In sp3d2 or d2sp3, what d orbitals are involved in the hybridization? Yes, in the octahedral complexes, in hybridization, the involving d orbitals are dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals. Dear friends, we will find the hybridization magnetic property, magnetic moment of the following complex compounds or coordination compounds. Those are FeH2O6 times plus 2. The IUPAC name of this complex is, yes, hexa aqua iron 2 ion. And the second one is MnCl6 minus 3. The IUPAC name of this complex is, yes, hexachlorido manganate 3. And the third one is COCl6 minus 3. The IUPAC name of this complex is, yes, hexachlorido cobaltate 3. Dear friends, in the next session, we will discuss the another concept in the valence bond theory, that is how the formed tetrahedral complexes and their examples. Until then, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning. Thank you all.